Welcome in, everybody, and thank you for showing up. I don't know what I'm doing. I've already forgotten how I was going to do the introduction. But thank you all for being here. I hope you enjoyed that music that we had at the start during our starting soon screen. It's by 1551, which is the band that Jeremy Dooley and his friend Spencer have, and they've already. I hope so, and I haven't had any issues so far. I feel like I remember watching a stream of Jeremy's, and he said it's DMCA free, so feel free to use it. But you know, if I end up having issues, I probably won't. But I don't think that's the case. But sorry for being so late. My workout went long. I did an Instagram live while we stretched, and then I had technical issues where game audio wasn't coming through, or mic was randomly not working, and all of that fun stuff. And then I am still eating half a sandwich. So we aren't quite starting yet, but we can hang out. There's that thing I want to do where I go over and show cool little collectibles that I have. And I'm trying to figure out which one I want to show today. Or which ones I want to show today. But I don't really know, to be quite honest. I showed the Squall and Renoa figures that I have. And I'm going to take another bite. And pull my phone out of my pocket because my wife texted me. But we're going to be running the patch 6.4 raid line. Pandaemonium Anabaseios, or I don't know how to say it. But I'm excited for that. I ran the MSQ yesterday. It took me about 4 hours. So I got a 4-hour video to cut down tomorrow and get posted. You know what? I know what I'm going to show. My headphone holder. Sits on my desk. Headphones sit on it like that. He actually can hold a phone too. Let me see if I can. See? He can hold a phone too. Where's the camera? There's the camera. And I gotta set him down for a second somewhere. Or try to figure out how to put my headphones back on. Yeah, that worked. I got him for Christmas this year as a weird one. I say weird. Not that the gift was weird, but as a one-off gift from one of my brother-in-laws. And he's actually been in chat a few times. You all might have seen him. 3Ham Kablam. And I'm really appreciative that he saw this and was just like, I know who needs that. Caleb needs that. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Because, for Christmas, it's a big family. And not that anyone really cares, but it's a big family. So, name drawing and all of that. And he did not get my name that year, or this year. But still felt like getting it for me anyway. And I really appreciate it because now I have somewhere to set my headphones. And I would say my phone too, and I actually probably could. But the problem is, it's behind my screen. But his hands do sit just low enough that I can see the bottom of the phone. Because my desk space is actually a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. When I upgraded to a standing desk, my actual desk space, the desktop size was smaller, and And it kind of threw me for a loop, but I still like it. In the long run, like when I have a bigger space to stream in or have as my office, I might try and upgrade to a bigger desk. But right now, our office space is tiny. Like, I have this corner over here that I'm facing. And then as you can see, I have a shelf here, which has a bunch of like D&D books down there, and then some of my other books and game guides, nerdy books. And then back there we have 2 shelf units where it's got movies, like my wife's manga and her books. And then that corner over there is my wife's desk and area, and I'm looking at it, and honestly, she's got the bigger desk and bigger area. And that's fine, because she has a lot more like crafts and stuff that she does. Also, her desk is always dirty. That's her thing. She hates it. It bothers her. But, you know, we have 2 kids. Life gets a little crazy sometimes, and we don't always have time to clean. But we do our best. I'm also wondering if she's in chat and going to yell at me for saying stuff, but I don't think she is yet. I think she was lurking. So I don't really think she's paying attention. And that's fine. Like I was saying on the Instagram live I did while I was stretching. Oh, nope, she's there. She's hype. Today's workout was good. I felt really strong during it. I've been feeling strong the last couple weeks, except for Monday. But that's fine. Oh god, that was loud. I'm sorry. But yeah, it was a good workout. Here's my last bite of sandwich. Which means what am I hitting every time I... Oh, the clamp for my boom on my mic stand. Or on my mic boom. But with that, I think we can hop on over to gameplay. And we can get started. Like I said, today we're going to be doing patch 6.4, the Anabaseios raids. I hope that is how you say it. But first, we're going to go to my retainers and get them resent out on stuff. Come on. And then we'll entrust those 4 items because they're all good items to have. Okay. Now that we've done that, let's it starts in Labyrinthos. So I'm going to give you full disclosure right now, Bridget, if you are still watching, you are probably going to get some slight spoilers for the start of the current raid line. And I hope you are okay with that. Eater of Souls. Oh, Herolith, I had a feeling you would arrive soon. Urgent tidings always seem to carry you in their wake. After all, and Master Fortunaut recently sent word regarding his investigation. It seems he's uncovered information regarding Professor Claudian's whereabouts, and the sudden appearance of Pandaemonium in the Ethereal Sea. We would do well to meet with him at once. If you have no objections, I ask that you proceed to the Atioscope forthwith. I shall make the necessary arrangements and join you shortly. Alright, yeah, we'll take the lift operator. That person is playing cards with someone that I cannot see. Amazing. Where's my thing so I can... Oh, Bridget! I have 2 new mounts, too. I have the Island Garlic Jester. It's going to make it where I can't fly. But we can run! Shit. Gotta go back this way. Why is the music in here so epic? There's a mammoth there. Yeah, my little garlic jester. I also have another one that I bought. And these are 2 of them from the Island Sanctuary. Passage to the Atioscope. Or Asioscope. I don't know how to pronounce it. I always pronounce the Atioscope, but... And we can't use mounts in here. Pandaemonium. This raid tier better have good music like the last one did. That's all I'm saying. Scream is still one of my favorite songs. Thank you for answering my summons with haste. Let us forego formalities and jump straight to the heart of the matter. You got it, bud. You got it, Papa Alfie. Namely, the whereabouts of Professor Claudian, who has not been seen since his ill-advised journey to Azus Law. A subsequent expedition has discovered an airship in the vicinity of the Aetherochemical Research Facility. Although the vessel clearly belonged to the professor, he was nowhere to be found. There were signs that someone, perhaps the man himself, had forced their way into the facility, so his trail was duly followed. However, this trail led nowhere, in the most literal sense. 'Twas almost as if an entire sector of the facility had been wrested from existence. Further investigation confirmed the expedition's party's suspicions. Nigh on an entire sector of Azus Law has been teleported elsewhere. Teleported? To where? We believe that its destination was none other than the Ethereal Sea. Here, where its elegant facilities reconstituted as the halls of Pandaemonium, to great success, as you can see. So that means Professor Claudian is in there, in that monstrous fortress. That is our leading theory. We are certain enough at least to risk sending you into its depths in the search of the missing man. Yet before we do, there is another pressing matter. While Pandaemonium may appear firmly sealed, an unknown entity was recently spied crawling forth from its gates. Oh shit! We observed its behavior with the Asioscope, and to our horror, witnessed it gorging upon the surrounding ether like a ravenous beast. What? It must be stopped! The Ethereal Sea harbors the souls of the departed. 'Tis the wellspring from which all creatures are born. If its flow were disturbed, life itself might cease to be. Precisely. Its safety must be our first priority. You probably shouldn't, Bridget, but hang around anyway. Rid us of this menace, Erelith. Then we will be at liberty to investigate what wicked machinations are afoot. I did not put my foot mat down, my like padded mat, so I will after this cutscene. This memory crystal was recovered from Claudian's airship. Take it with you. It may yet provide some insight into the enigma of Pandaemonium. Without Famous, there will be no army of phantom warriors. I realize you are more than capable in combat, but are you certain you'll be alright? Buddy. As long as I'm free to focus on my foe, there's not to worry about. Themis isn't the only one who can summon our illusory allies. Listen, that's actually what I was about to say, is buddy, I can summon people too, so we're going to stick with that one. He isn't? Why, of course! I should have known someone of your talents would master even the ancient arcane arts. Apologize for my failure of imagination. Once we are freed of the looming specter of Pandaemonium, you must promise to share your knowledge. For the sake of thorough reports, of course. In the meanwhile, I shall focus my efforts on providing you with what information and support I can. I shall gather researchers from the confluence to construct a means to convey you to your destination. The rest is in your hands. Oh god, we go straight into it now? Hell yeah! Let's queue up. Anabaseios, the 9th circle. Wait time is less than 5 minutes. So far, I have been thoroughly enjoying patch 6.4. The MSQ was great. There was a bunch of funny parts early on, and then it gets very, very serious afterwards, and there were parts where I was laughing, and then there's parts where I was going, oh shit, oh shit, oh no. But I'm excited to see how these raids turn out. First time running them, obviously, because this is the first time you guys have seen me been doing this cutscenes, and picking up the quests, but I'm excited. I have never ran raid day as tank. I have done it as DPS. Hey Matt, just forewarning, spoilers for the 3rd tier of the raids in Endwalker. Technically it was yesterday, but I didn't get a chance to play them yesterday because the MSQ took me 4 hours of recording. Let's see if I get to main tank it or if I'm going to off tank. I also wonder what my co-tank is going to be. I'm digging the music so far. I have a war... No, that was a Reaper.
Must not end. My feast must not be interrupted.
Dude, that was the new hairstyle I was able to get in from the most recent Moogle event. I'm glad you like it. Alright, well, who's my co-tank? Another Gunbreaker! They have stance up first. Alright, let's fucking go. Oh, I'm main tanking now, apparently. Oh, we're fighting for it. I'm back to main tanking. They're back.
Brings me no peace. Such is my fate. My strength is without equal.
Everyone take that shield.
Flames take you. My elfry breath is laced with magics. I bind you. such power as mine. Flames take you.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Okay, I see how that works, I think.
Shouldn't kill you.
I will look at chat in a second, just so you all know. But
Fleeting diversion.
shit's a little intense, and learning a new fight and all of that as main tank. But we already got him a fourth of the way down. I like how this thing is like two people combined. Or at least it's like multiple personalities. In close. Fuck, that's gonna hit me.
The first drops are always the sweetest.
There hasn't been like a tank, but oh, okay. Right as I said it. We had our first tank buster. Okay, in. Oh, fuck. Okay.
Get my time back.
Everyone. Oh, I can't give my shield. We do that though. Me dum dum. That's what somebody in chat said. Oh, I should have fucking saved that for me. Fuck. What the hell? That was not a great burst phase. Oh, fuck! There's so much going on. It's so chaotic and I'm loving it. I did something wrong though, like I have a vulnerability stack. And I don't know what it was.
Disturbed once again. Crumble and die. Ice bind you. Entertain me, my darlings.
Okay, and obviously, like whatever one they call, it like calls out is the one that's gonna grow.
Flames take you.
So like that's easy enough to understand.
Ice bind you.
So everybody in. Dude, they make like
Kill you.
they did this with the newest dungeon too. Like they have a bunch of stuff that like forces everybody in, and then have a bunch of overlapping things, and it's pretty fucking cool, actually.
This ain't a fight till the dying begins.
Pretty in, but not all the way in. Alright, we're down to the last 10%. Like, someone should just fucking pop limit break. There we go. Go, Reaper. I love the sound of the Reaper's limit break. Like, there's like the heavy metallic, like, ka-thunk. G fucking G, y'all. No wipes, first try. Let's go. Okay. I'm a jealous lover, only the latter. You love airless hair, but you hate mine. Alright, you know, that's fair. Bridget will murder you, like she said. Yeah, I do look better with a beanie. You can see my blue hair better. Okay, so she's not wrong. But wearing beanies is boring. Like, it's not boring. I just hate wearing them after a while. We'll give it to you. Let's go for the chest pieces. Well, we didn't get it. So we're going to have to rerun this one eventually. That was a fucking fun fight. I especially love having tank privilege and getting to stand in some things. Impressive work, Aerolith. Their memories of your tenacity were... Wait, who is this? Whoa, shit! You shouldn't be here. Their memories of your tenacity were not embellished in the slightest. Do not be alarmed. A proper introduction shall set your mind at ease. I am Athena, chief keyword of Pandaemonium, wife to La Habrea, and mother to Erechthonios. And it is I who made Pandaemonium anew in the underworld. In a manner of speaking, I am the source of all your recent troubles. I must say, I did not imagine I would meet you in this age. A slight miscalculation, but perhaps a fortunate one, for your deeds in the past have left quite an impression on me. I understand you have reason to be wary, but I assure you there is no need. I know not what La Habrea has told you of me, but all that I have done out of sincere scientific curiosity. That appetite yet remains, even after my rebirth. Conflict is the furthest thing from my mind, and I ask that you at least hear me out before brandishing your weapon. You were reborn? In a sense, yes. 'Twas the only way I could see my research completed. The myriad souls floating in the ethereal sea provide all the raw material I require. And your Professor Claudian proved a most welcome surprise. Worry not, for I treat all my tools with care. especially those with which I grasp godhood. Oh, especially those with which I will grasp godhood. Her eyes are fucking pretty. You are as stubborn as La Hebrea, I see. Although I speak in earnest, you refuse to hear the meaning of my words. Perhaps you would be better served by a different teacher. Luckily, you already possess the tools I require to make one for you. Yes, that crystal teems with memories. Memories of two souls you know quite well. La Hebrea and Erechthonios. I shall stitch them into the fabric of two errant souls, that with their help you may come to see clearly. You! How? Where are we? Surely these two have much to tell you of me, and I would have you listen. Perhaps then you shall better understand me, my desire for godhood. There is another, but their soul has proven difficult to work with. However, with these memories, I may very well manage to weave together something presentable. You have a place in my plans. I do hope that in time you come to realize that cooperation is the best path forward. The shocked look on my face. I mean, it's because I'm a shard of a Zim. I have little understanding of where we are, yet somehow I am unsurprised to find you here. At present, I have more questions than answers. Perhaps you can help me address this inequity. Is there somewhere we can speak without fear of interruption? Do we now have ancients in our time? Holy shit, we do! I don't know how long it's been, Aerolith, but it's good as ever to see your face. Would that it were under more conventional circumstances. Just where are we? And what events have led to this unexpected reunion? Well, buddy, let me tell you. It has been an adventure. Oh yes, I remember you telling us about this memory crystal. To think that it contained our memories. This is a lot to take in, not least of all the fact that you hail from the future. I searched for you after a time but could find no trace. Now I know why. See if I can raise my computer a little higher. Oh, that's too far. There we go. Our age had its share of surprises, if my memories are to be believed. The supposedly world-ending final days came upon us. Yet here we are, in a future where you, at least, exist. Do we overcome the despair that befalls us? Do we find a way to live on? Questions without simple answers, it seems. Let us take heart that life endured in some form. As but memories, we may never have the full or have the luxury of the larger picture. Regardless, now that it has come to pass, this future must be protected from Athena's scheming. Let this conviction guide our every action. Agreed. But as memories given fleeting form, we are bereft of any physical or magical talents. We cannot aid Aerolith in battle. Nay, Athena meant us to speak, nothing more. But though we may be tools, we need not be slaves to her whims. We will tear ourselves from her grasp and shatter her ambitions. I must wonder how she knew of our history with Aerolith. Likely she possessed some means by which to observe events within Pandaemonium, either while they were occurring or after the fact. Regardless, her knowledge far exceeds our own, a shortcoming we must remedy at once. We would do well to learn more of the Pandaemonium now dominating the landscape of souls. Aerolith's colleagues will doubtless prove to be of value in that respect. Okay, what are we getting? 3 or 5 quick arm materia 9. Heaven's Eye, Savage Aim, Heaven's Eye. First, I gotta extract some materia from my gear. Update gear set. Repair. Okay. What am I doing? What am I doing? I was gonna do something else before we talked. Oh, okay, I remember. Chocobo saddlebag. Throw those in there. Make sure my portrait is good. All right. Are those two over there researchers from this era? We must share what we know at once, that we might piece together this vexing puzzle. I saw on Twitter to make sure you talk to the quest NPCs if you enjoy lore stuff. So, we're going to include that as well. How unexpected! Well, I do hope we can consider them allies. One with an aura of overwhelming authority, and another that seems uncomfortable in his own skin. I believe I understand just well enough to be thoroughly intimidated. Alright, Lord Habrea, what do you got for me? We're gonna get Quick Tongue. Why do your companions hesitate to approach? We may be unusual visitors, but time is of the essence. Bring them here. Although you may be but a confluence of memory, it is an honor to meet the personages I have only read in Aerolith reports. As a researcher, this is beyond exciting, but I admit to no small measure of fear as well. I know what you mean. I can scarcely stop my legs from shaking. We're powerless to do aught but speak. I see no reason why you should be afraid. It isn't my life I fear for. I only fear that I might not have the chance to ask you all the questions now burning a hole in my mind. We stand before two of the ancients, who hold priceless knowledge beyond the kin of any of our peers. But what purpose does fear serve if not to be confronted and conquered? To that end, we shall share with you our records, and perhaps together we can find the thread which will lead us safely out of this conundrum. Information shall be our most precious resource, for that is the only weapon we can wield in these forms. Our memories are at your complete disposal. We can start with Athena, whose thirst for discovery would see all life consumed. Her desires haven't changed. Still, she seeks to transcend her mortal existence so that she might unravel the mysteries of life. She would become a god. A nebulous concept, but Athena had her own ideas on what divinity entailed. In her mind, a god can create souls at will. Thus, she chose the underworld, or the ethereal sea as it is known in this age, as the staging ground for her final experiments. Here lies a practically bottomless well of ether. Even if it means stemming the flow of life itself, she intends to continue her work. She thinks of nothing else. We caught a glimpse of Athena as we came into this world. Her smile, her voice, they were just as I remember. Without even realizing it, I found myself feeling an affection for her. Don't look at me like I've gone mad. I'm not asking you to join her side. I know the true Erchthonios would never want that, but these emotions remain, in memory if nowhere else. We shall remain here to compile what information we can. You must infiltrate Pandaemonium and seek out Athena. I would ask that you leave the memory crystal with us. It may hold secrets which have yet to be unveiled. All that's left is to cross that menacing threshold. Shall we take a closer look? I have one question for you. Does the word Orosite mean aught to you? Yeah, actually it does. Orosite? Why, yes! There are a few records of its existence. It mainly makes appearances in the legends of Avalice, and in tales concerning the Asian Laha... well, in tales concerning an entity known as an Asian. This personage is associated with Black Orosite known as the Heart of Oh, shit! We're finally getting more information on the Heart of Sabik. It's only been like 10 years for people who have been playing since A Realm Reborn. For me, I just know it as a meme, where it's like, oh yeah, Heart of Sabik is mentioned like twice. Once in Praetorium, and I don't remember where the other mentioning is, but everyone's like, when will Square tell us more? I think we're about to find out. A source of considerate power. I see. So time has not buried it. Oh shit. I'll talk to you in a second, buddy. Is anyone else here? Yes. La Habrea asked me about Orosite and has yet to say a word since he heard the answer. Did I say something wrong? He is quite intimidating in his silence. I must think. Leave me be while you attend to your task. I've read the ancients were much larger than the people of our era. Perhaps Athena endeavored to make them less imposing. From the outside, Pandaemonium looks no different than it does in the past. However, there is no guarantee that the inside will be familiar. You would do well to secure the area near the entrance first. Once it has been cleared of threats, La Habrea and I can approach, and we shall begin our exploration of the interior. The portal shall convey you to Pandaemonium's gates. I hardly need to tell you to keep your weapon at the ready. about to get the 10th circle. We're about to get a cutscene. Woo! I knew you would come. I never lost faith that we would meet again. I told you as much, did I not? I understand you may be confused. I was too at first. You see, I am not the true Themis. I was made by Athena, molded from one of the many souls at her disposal. I am only an illusion built from memory, no more real than La Habrea or Erechthonius. Even so, I believe I have a grasp on the situation. This is the distant future. A future where Athena lives once more. Although the means of her rebirth are yet beyond me, you are here to stop her. Have I the right of it so far? Very good. I would be disappointed if you did not rise to her challenge. Although I am sorry to say that I cannot aid you, my creator has tampered with my essence, and I am oddly inclined to act in her interests. I can do naught but offer you words of warning. We will fight, and it cannot be avoided. There is no need for that pained expression. Remember, I am but an illusion, nothing worth shedding tears over. I would feel terrible if I had to trounce Elidibus again. We can free you, just as we did Agdistis. No, I'm going to go with I would feel terrible if I had to trounce Elidibus again. I know not what is in your mind, but I must stress once again that I cannot defy the urge to stand against you. Athena's hold over me is unyielding. Still, I would ask that you listen carefully to the advice I offer you now. Athena has prepared a new vessel to replace Erechthonios, so that she may become a god. By gathering the souls readily available in the sea of ether, she tempers her own essence. Yet the souls are faint, diffuse. She doubts whether they are sufficient for her goals. So she has turned her gaze to you. Despite your thin ether, you managed to lay Hephaestus low, and Athena would know the secret of your strength. To that end, she has prepared an experiment for her observation. Fight for your life against Athena's creation, and in doing so give her the knowledge she desires. What the hell? Oh shit, is Pandaemonium itself the fucking monster? Oh, that's creepy as... shit. It's got the one wing! It's a Final Fantasy VII reference. Alright. Let's fucking go. What's happening? Athena has made her move. We must find a way to reach her, or all is lost. We can do little but hope for Aerolith's success. Oh. I thought it was going to say 10th circle now accessible. I mean, it should, like, any second now. It's like Resident Evil. It's Pandaemonium. Once a mass of lifeless stone, now imbued with a soul. Athena has grown much since her death at La Hebrea's hand. Although the souls she creates are imperfect, they act with absolute obedience. I know you shall cut your way through this monster, as you have so many others. Then you shall come before me. Do not hesitate to do what you must, for that is the only way to stop Athena. There we go, Anabaseios, the 10th circle. Dude, it looks so cool. It's a creepy spider thing. All right, let's do this. The 10th circle. Average wait time of less than 5 minutes. This is awesome. Come on, DPS.
I am Pandaemonium. From countless failures have I wrought miracles. Into soulless vessels I breathe life.
Demonic Dungeon, Pandaemonium.
You will go no further.
Kotake is a Dark Knight.
I spin my web. This prison offers no escape.
Okay, I see how this works.
I mustn't disappoint Lady Athena.
Okay, we have at least one person in each one.
Stay where you are.
Oh shit!
Wet like unto chains. A tangled morsel, awaiting death. All paths lead back to me.
I guess I could zoom out to probably see a little better.
I offer a glimpse of Lady Athena's power!
That was a cool mechanic.
Stay where you are.
Okay, and it's a stack and stay stacked.
A tangled morsel, awaiting death. All paths lead back to me.
Oh shit!
These bars are unbreakable.
I didn't realize that like there was bridges that you could run. Okay.
I am Pandaemonium, and these cells are mine! Stay where you are. Bear yourselves to me.
All right, we're 3/4 of the way down. Do we need to get off this platform?
Shall be unending.
One of these next two has to have an
For
LV3
Athena.
thing.
For Mother. I'll give you special cells. Your soul screams. Wet like unto chains. These bars are unbreakable.
Come on.
Stay where you are. Wet like unto chains.
All right, so we're not going to use LB? There we go. GG, y'all. That was a fun fight. That was a very fun fight. Ba-ba-ba-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum. I just want chess pieces. So who knows how many times I'm going to have to run things to get the chess pieces. Interesting. That was a beautiful display as always. I stand enchanted by your grace in battle. Aerolith, is that? Pandemonium's final gate has been cast wide. I shall await your arrival beyond. Apologies for not coming sooner. The space is enveloped by some fell energy, and we couldn't risk venturing through it before taking due precautions. Were my eyes mistaken? Was that Themis? Tell us what you know. We must consider our next course of action carefully. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick, so we will be right back to finish this up. I'm back. But I just saw some crazy news. And I'm trying to find it real quick. Okay, here we go. Let me see. Here we go. Y'all. Cancel. A Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. And it's supposed to be releasing the Retro Collection as well, which will feature the first 3 Metal Gear Solid games and will launch for PlayStation 5 this autumn. So like this fall. I'm so excited. Fucking Metal Gear Solid 3 remake, y'all. Let's go. Okay, back to this. That must have been Themis. But how? Also realized... Nope, not that. That. I ought to have anticipated this. If she bore witness to past events within Pandaemonium, Athena would have found Elidibus impossible to overlook. Few possess such a talent for magics, to say naught of the emissary's discerning judgment. And so she found his soul upon the tides of the ethereal sea, and used his memories to craft a puppet that would serve her whims. But is what Themis said true? She imbued Pandaemonium itself with a soul. To breathe life into that which should never live, Athena's research is fast approaching its culmination. Fortunately, with the information shared with us by your friends, we've made some strides toward figuring out how to stop her. A crystal called the Heart of Sabik may be the key. Here we go, more information on it. The researchers related a quick but thorough history of events leading to the present, the sundering of the star, the emergence of the Asians, and the calamities that they brought to bear upon the realm. Tales that under other circumstances we would have considered childish fantasies, if not for a name that rang true to La Habrea's memories. The Heart of Sabik. To you, the secret of the Ultima weapon's might, not least the spell known as Ultima, and a source of enduring mystery. We are told that a general from the Garlean Empire was gifted this Orosite by an Asian, that the Ultima weapon might be perfected. The identity of this shadowy benefactor, however, remains a curious unknown. You seem to be a veritable trove of uncommon knowledge, if there is aught you are withholding. Very well. At present, the heart of Sabik itself is of a greater moment. It is a creation of Athena's, made during her time with the words of La Habrea. This predates even Pandaemonium's construction. She brought before us a crystal she claimed to have chanced upon, saying it contained immense power. She dubbed it Orosite, studying it with a fervor unusual even for her. The eventual fruit of her efforts was a Stygian crystal, unlike aught we had ever seen, the Heart of Sabik. What is Orosite? How did she find this? Did Athena encounter Ultima, the High Seraph, perchance? An unexpectedly specific question. I gather that the Heart of Sabik is not the only Orosite in this era. Regardless, I know naught of this High Seraph. Athena was never forthcoming as to how she found the crystal, though we came to suspect that it was not of our star. Much later, we discovered that Orosite magnifies the desires of those who come into contact with it. This would do much to explain Athena's actions following her recovery of the crystal. Alas, this realization came too late. By the time I moved to seal the Orosite and its insidious influence away, Athena's plot had already been laid. So what became of the Heart of Sabik? I took it from Athena's laboratory after I ended her life. The density of the ether within was unlike anything I had observed. I knew its capacity for destruction, but further analysis proved impossible. I elected to safeguard it myself. It is possible that Athena herself obscured the crystal's contents. Even were her memories stored within, I would have remained in ignorance. If she included some mechanism by which to give these memories form, as she did with our own, she would be reborn. Ironic that I should have protected those very memories in the name of safeguarding the star. Fate is loath to see mistakes go unpunished. Bum bum. I've told you all I know of Athena and the many secrets she kept hidden from the world. If she indeed stored her memories within the heart of Sabik, we must ask ourselves how they were awakened in this age. When was the crystal last sighted? During my fight with the ultimate weapon, in which you triumphed but failed to recover the heart. Yet according to your colleagues, there was another on the battlefield that day. An Ascian. And this self-same Ascian was later struck down at a location known as the Aetherochemical Research Facility. I've heard that name, and recently, the site of Professor Claudian's disappearance. Indeed, he was tracing an ethereal signature resembling that of the memory crystal in his possession, a signature that may well have belonged to the heart of Sabik, in which case it is no coincidence that Athena's awakening followed. But what reason would he have to bring her back to life? Was his mind not his own? Yet more questions without answers. Although Athena's essence is that of memory, her magics have not suffered for lack of physical body. As the world is now, it should not be possible, but she must have found a suitable vessel. If Elidibus is to be believed, she readies this vessel for godhood and is perilously close to success. It beggars belief. As you well know, you were the linchpin of her ambition. Yours was the only form that could contain the immense power Athena required, and it has long since turned into dust. As pleasant as this discussion is, we require more information if we're to unravel this mystery. You know who awaits you, Erilith. Themis. I fear you won't find him so cooperative as we're accustomed to. We know not how vast the space beyond these gates may be, but somewhere within lurks Athena, with Elidibus leashed at her side. This may be a simplistic theory, but hear me out. If Themis arose from his memories intact, he will be eager to see reason. We need only break the magics that bind him to regain our old ally. When I had fallen under Hephaestus' influence, you didn't stop trying until I was freed. I would ask that you do the same for Themis. Though none of us are real in the conventional sense, I feel it must be done. Themis would never have wished to be your enemy. Well, Eric Thornios' perspective is a sentimental one. Elidibus may possess privileged knowledge. To question him unimpeded by magics would be ideal. Agdistis broke free of her bonds in her final moment, suggesting that Athena's hold weakens under the weight of combat. You might use the same principle to unshackle Elidibus' mind. But remember that our very nature is fragile. Even if he inhibits a vessel with which to meet you in battle, I am certain it is not meant to endure. If left weakened for too long, his ether may dissipate back into the ethereal sea. You had best act quickly. Eleventh circle now accessible? Let's go. The crystal. I have returned it to the safekeeping of your colleagues. I could find nothing new amongst the memories stored within. This space, on the other hand, is fascinating. Wrought by the same power the key wards wielded, perhaps. We know not for how long we'll have free reign to go between here and the Ateoscope. We'll remain here for now unless absolutely necessary. Alright. Let's pop another food. Alright. Anabaseios, the 11th circle. The Northern Empty. This is the room of the 14.
I suppose I have Athena to thank for this incarnation. I have long considered how I might stand against you, I admit. In transformation, I present to you my truth. I am Illidibus.
Ephemeral Justice. Famous. Another Dark Knight.
My heart quivers in anticipation. Will light embrace or darkness consume?
Okay, so out and then in on that one. Gotcha. I feel like this one's gonna be a stand farther back. Yep. Okay. We already almost got him a fifth of the way down.
To the emissary's judgment. The balance must needs be maintained.
Oh shit.
Will you be judged worthy to exist?
So that was not how to play it.
These magics are not for you to wield.
Oh, I actually wanted to be pushed back. Whoops.
Will light embrace or
Yes, so you want to be
darkness
opposite what your debuff is. That makes sense.
Will you be judged worthy to exist? Now to take your measure.
Oh god, guys, I'm sorry. I didn't know that that's how that was gonna go.
Power from beyond!
Dude, the music is good for this one. Like, holy shit, the person said banger alert, and they were not wrong.
Now to take your measure. These magics are not for you to wield. Will you be judged worthy to exist?
I think we will.
Will light embrace or darkness consume? For victory!
Come on.
Warriors forged in my own image.
Knowing how this fight works now. Oh shit, okay. Knowing how this fight works up to this point. Oh shit! Buddy.
These magics are not for you to wield. Power from beyond!
Okay, we're down to the last 20%. We got this, team. We can do this.
Now to take your measure. For victory!
Guys, we can use the LV. We don't have to hang on to it. There we go. Good job, Dragoon.
I am the emissary, and I shall never die. to take your measure.
GG, y'alls. GG. I might get one of those chess pieces finally. Come on. Who hasn't rolled? All right. I got my chess piece. The fog has lifted. I knew that Athena's magics magnified the desires of their victim at the expense of aught else. But I never guessed what desire of mine she would exploit. Since the moment we met, I have made plain my interest in you, my desire to understand your nature. I suppose that curiosity extended to how each of us would fare in a match of strength. What is this? Free. Then I am no longer needed. No. Do not look so crestfallen, my friend. These few moments of clarity are more than I could have ever asked for. We need you, Themis. This warmth. Your ether. Grasped the fraying strands of my being and tied them together with your own. Nevertheless, I fear that I am here on borrowed time. I only hope that I can see you through the last of our battles. Until then, I will cherish every moment. I am Melitobus, the emissary. As such, it falls upon me to judge Athena, who would disrupt our carefully maintained balance to fulfill her own desires. I swear I shall not waver in this duty. Let us return to Erechthonios and La Habrea. There is much I would share with you before we embark upon our final ascent. Sorry, I just realized that like you all were hearing those knocking sounds. My apologies. The four of us are together once again. Although I may not have directly experienced our adventures, my memories make our bonds as real as any other. As I surmised, Elidibus was constructed with the strength to see your battle done, yet I fear his ether may not sustain him through another. Themis, it's good to see you. I knew Aerolith would guide you to our side once again. What am I looking for real quick? Here it is. I just want to have a sticky note ready for something. I am grateful that she had the patience to tolerate my lapse in manners. Athena's hold upon me is broken, and I pledge every moment of my remaining time to seeing that she answer for her deeds. Very good. To that end, I would have you share what you know of her plan. Of course. As I mentioned, Athena possesses a vessel that may serve in the creation of a god. It is someone Aerolith knows well, a man by the name of Claudian. By a twist of fate, his body proved to be ideal for Athena's purpose. The creation of a person requires not just body, soul, or memory, but rather all three. We are made from the memories of our ancient counterparts, etched upon drifting souls and given form through the infusion of ether. We lack a physical body, yet you can see and feel us all the same. Athena is different. She has carved her memories into Claudian's soul while it was still within its body, and thus made both her own. But even she is prone to error. After the sundering, beings became more fragile in both body and soul, and this difference prevents Athena from realizing the full extent of her desires. So that's why she has turned her sights toward Aerolith. Her uncommon strength rivals even the mightiest of our age. By scrutinizing her feats in battle, Athena aims to deduce the secret of Aerolith's prowess and use it to fortify her own vessel. Only then will the culmination of her research be at hand. We have to save Claudian. Can't we simply remove Athena's memories from Claudian's body? Then to fight Athena, we must fight Claudian as well. We need not hasten to the man's destruction. Athena can inscribe herself upon another's soul, but she cannot erase its will. If we awaken Claudian's spirit to the reality of his bondage, he might be compelled to wrest his body from Athena's clutches. We still don't know why she chose Claudian. What makes him more suited than anyone else? Although I have never spoken to Claudian, I did witness an incident that may prove revelatory. When instructing the vessel to do her bidding, she called it by a familiar name, Erechthonios. What? Why would she? It is as I thought. Claudian is a sundered shard of Erechthonios. That's my guess right now. Our course of action is clear. We must lay Athena low and rescue Claudian. A difficult task, to be sure. but one which the present company is more than capable of achieving. Why would Athena use my name? More questions and few answers to go around. A mother's touch. Themis, you may have just handed us the key to rescuing Claudian. What must we... I don't know why I swapped their voices. What must we do? First and foremost, we must confront Athena. She must be made vulnerable, as Elidibus was. Yet our opponent stands on the verge of godhood. As we are now, she would unmake us in an instant. Aerolith, we have no choice but to place the burden of our fate, and the fate of many more besides, squarely upon your shoulders. I trust you have no objections. God or no, I shall cast her down. It's a burden I'm used to carrying. Objections? No. Concerns? Yes. Honestly, we're gonna go with it's a burden I'm used to carrying. Because at this point it is. I imagine so. Ever have we relied upon your skill at arms. And we all appreciate Aerolith's willingness to fling herself at the unknown. However, we have yet to hear how this will liberate Claudian. I have a plan. Do not trouble yourself over the details. The same goes for you, Aerolith. You must focus the entirety of your intention on Athena. She will not be easily bested, even by one of your prowess. And let us trust in La Hebrea and prepare for the battle to come. Before we face Athena, I must know. If she had never discovered the Orosite, had never fallen under its influence, would she have lived a normal life? Would she have been a mother to me? I have asked myself the same questions. Questions with no answer, I fear. But let us put them out of our mind. There is something we must discuss. And I would do so not as La Hebrea, but as a father to his son. What are they discussing? Well, I need to know! Are we gonna go straight to Circle 12 now available? Alright. Oh, wait. We gotta talk first. For now, we place our trust in you. The rest must wait until we have Athena before us. Athena maintains absolute control over this place. Beyond the gate, she has doubtless built herself an abode worthy of a god, and now awaits the arrival of her supplicants. Right now, Athena must be the sole focus of your attention. She shall not hesitate to exploit any weakness since she can. Any weakness she can sense. 12th circle. Hopefully the queue time is just as quick for this one. Why can't I just press commence with my mouse? That would be the easier way to do it, right? Twelfth circle. Let us see what happens.
You have done well to reach the seat of godhood. Now, bear your souls to me.
How about no? How about we just kick your ass? Because that's what I want to do. Alright. What is my co-tank? Ooh, Theos, Athena. It's like Meteon and Hydaelyn had a baby. I did not see what my co-tank was. I did not see it in there. Dark Knight again. Alright, let's go.
Show me your all, that I might become divinity manifest! You cannot escape my eternal gaze.
That was tricky. Oh, shit. Okay, it goes one side then the other.
From nothing, I mold life.
Co-tank, I'm gonna need to shirk to you in a second. Fuck me.
These chains are forged from the fabric of creation.
Okay. I don't understand. Oh, fuck. Okay, I don't know how you knew which ones were gonna go where. I'm doing what I can.
Shine brilliant for me!
Alright, this fight is a lot harder.
Vessels, I give voice!
We are on a very
You
tiny
cannot escape my eternal
segment
gaze.
of ground. Oh god, where are we supposed to be? Fuck!
This is but a glimpse of a god's strength. Behold such power as you will never wield!
Fuck! This shit is hard.
From the deepest pit of the seven hells to the pinnacle of the heavens, the world shall tremble!
That was something. For sure, that was something. Alright, I'm gonna take that as the universal sign for Ray.
Show me your all, that I might become divinity manifest! You cannot escape my eternal gaze. From nothing I mold life. You cannot escape my eternal gaze.
Cleave 1. Cleave 2. Cleave 3.
These chains are forged from the
Okay, we're looking for the
fabric of
donut shape.
creation.
Oh! Fuck, I couldn't see where it was. Oh shit!
Shine brilliant for me! To silent vessels, I give voice! You cannot escape my eternal gaze.
So 2. 1. 2.
This is but a glimpse of a god's strength.
Okay. DPS check phase.
Behold such power as you will never wield.
Sogo! Sorry, we're in the middle of a fight that I haven't never done before. Yes, I did see. I was going to try and get in one of your streams soon to ask you what you thought of it. Dude, I'm fucking stoked.
Such a singularly
I mean, like, I have my concerns about it. Don't get me wrong at all. But I am excited to see what happens.
Chains are forged from the fabric of creation.
Okay, which way are you gonna go first? Donut? So we want to be here?
Shine brilliant for me!
Oh, fuck. Oh, I see how to tell now.
You cannot escape my eternal gaze.
Fuck, okay. Aw, shit. I hope this is the side first. Nope.
Today, my theory shall be proven as fact.
Oh, that's a light. I know, I'm excited. I saw that too. I'm so glad I got a PlayStation 5 to be able to watch this. Alright, so we've wiped twice.
Forged from the fabric of creation.
see what I can do this time.
Divinity manifest! You cannot escape my eternal gaze.
Oh, fuck. Oh, I was barely on the line. That was bullshit.
From nothing, I mold life.
I thought maybe
You
I could take the
cannot
tether, but I
escape
guess
my
not.
eternal gaze.
Okay, so we want to be over here. Over here. Over there. I'm excited that we're finally gonna have Metal Gear Solid 1 on something besides the PlayStation 3.
These chains are forged from the fabric of creation. Shine brilliant for me! To silent vessels, I give voice! You cannot escape my eternal gaze.
Over here. Okay, and they go from top to bottom, too. So, like, that's good to know. We're learning.
This is but a glimpse of a god's strength. Behold such power as you will never wield!
It's me and little Stella together.
From the deepest pit of the seven hells to the pinnacle of the heavens, the world shall tremble!
Those are the lines that La Habrea says before he does Ultima Weapon. Or Ultima. With Ultima Weapon.
Such a singularly resolute soul. These chains are forged from the fabric of creation.
Where's Donut?
Shine brilliant for me! You cannot escape my eternal gaze. Today, my theory shall be proven as fact. These chains are forged from the fabric of creation.
Shit.
To silent vessels, I give voice.
Ah, fuck! I didn't realize.
Shine brilliant for me. Today, my theory shall be proven as fact.
There we go.
These chains are forged from the fabric of creation. Shine brilliant for me!
GG, y'all. Woo! Pandaemonium Anabaseios complete. Waiting to see if I get another chess piece. Still got a chance. There we go. Fuck yes. And yes, Sogo, if you're still there, I saw the announcement on Twitter, and I didn't necessarily believe it at first, so I had to go Google and find it out for myself. But that's awesome. I'm so excited. You'll have a new game to speedrun. And you can 100% bet that I will be playing it on release. Countless years I wasted waiting. Hold on. Countless years I waited within that stifling crystal. And now, when my dream is finally within reach, you stand in my way. Your dream is not but selfish ambition. Its fulfillment would benefit only you. And why, Athena? At the end of this road to godhood, what did you hope to find? It matters not. The fact remains that she worked against the interests of the star. Even so, I would hear her answer. I would know why my mother cast us aside. How unlike you, Ericthonios. You were never so inquisitive before. Having struck upon a hypothesis, there is but one thing the wise woman desires. Irrefutable proof. She looks a little crazy right now. I'm kind of freaked out. I'm very uncomfortable by the way she's moving. My theory was that any true God would see us as we are, imperfect. She would hammer out our flaws and build something greater. To prove this could not benefit the star, I would give it the perfect stewards, that it might shine brighter than any other. And you would destroy the lives already upon it? In that I am no different from our peers. Over the course of eons, how many creations have we wrought? Such creatures cannot but usher their inferior predecessors into oblivion. Even without our meddling, nature would take the selfsame course. If the destination is the same, is it somehow worse to arrive there by the guidance of a god? I think not. The Oracite made such thoughts irresistible, perhaps, but it cannot have created them from whole cloth. This is Athena's truth. What right have you to pass judgment? You were but a vessel for my master work. Your purpose ends here. My only mistake was leaving you possessed of a soul. What are you saying? Poor Ericthonios. Always the last to arrive at the obvious conclusion. I gave birth to you for a single reason, that you might serve as my tool. And like any tool, I crafted you to suit my needs, that you might accept my essence when the time came. Of course, I also made you more amenable to my demands, and ensured that you would feel a cloying affection for your dear mother. However, it seems that my tinkering was insufficient. My very feelings were of your design? You don't know. Stop that. She's got a glowing orb behind her back. You guys can't see it because my screen's in the way. You created a boy unable to grasp even the simplest magic. Ever hopelessly clinging to his mother's robes, unable to do otherwise. I was doomed from the start. Yet here you are, standing in defiance of her design. You are more than what she made you. I still feel the sting of it, but with pain comes clarity. You ill deserve to wear the mantle of a god. As stubborn as you are witless. If this star will not be mine, then it serves no purpose. She aims to obliterate the ethereal sea and stem the flow of life. She will do no such thing. Before the battle, La Habrea told me I was the key to finishing this. Although I am but an illusion, my soul has crossed eons to find its home in another, one whose body Athena has seen fit to purloin as her own. Much of what I once was now resides in him. Should my memory seize this chance to follow suit, they may resound enough to wake his mind. But Athena inhabits him still. What will become of you? I don't know. But if I can rouse his soul, perhaps it will disrupt Athena's hold. It's the best chance we have. My whole life others have looked down upon me, but I've never given up searching for my purpose. Now I've found it. This decision is yours to make, and yours alone. Do as you will, my son. I know you shall make me proud. Phonios, do not dare. No! Stop this! Your words hold sway over me no longer. My life is my own, and I have found my true family. My power wanes. The vessel rejects me? What is happening? Athena's magic should be impotent with no body to fuel them. Precisely. Athena was the sole force holding the space around Pandaemonium together, and now it crumbles. Although little would change if we were buried here, we cannot let this be Erla's final resting place. All my miscalculations. To think that you would be my undoing. That you would even be capable of defying me. Is there more you would say to me? Or have you decided to return to your dear mother's bosom? Have you brought Claudian back to me? Apologies, but I am only the dregs of my own memory. I can do not but watch as the evil you've wrought collapses, burying you under its weight. How disappointing. Truly useless to the last. And who made me that way? And there goes Pandaemonium. At least on the surface, Professor Claudian appears unharmed. We must wait for him to regain consciousness to judge anything beyond that, I fear. Questions, questions, and more questions. Why did Claudian set out by himself? What did he see? Oh, I do hope he wakes up soon. Although Erechthonios was not but a collection of memories, I know his absence pains you. But he acted with resolve, full aware of the potential consequences. Let us look back on this moment not with sorrow, but with pride. You both are the heroes of the day. Athena's ambitions would have swallowed the world had you not stemmed their advance. We will stay here, both to look over Professor Claudian and ensure that there are no further disturbances in the ethereal sea. You should rest, and I will not take no for an answer. You should stay here and wait for Claudian to regain his senses. Pray west while you can. While you can. Okay, before we pick up the final quest... Yeah, fuck it, we got time. It's not that we didn't have time. I was going to use the bathroom, but I don't... Well, I don't need to. It seems we can do naught but wait. Perhaps we might discuss a matter which has been troubling me. While your colleague Namgigi was enlightening us on the historical events which led to this era, she let slip the name of one of the Asians, La Hebrea. Although she knew of the figure only from her research, she was most insistent there is no evidence connecting the Asian to myself. And I am aware that this La Hebrea used the heart of Sabik to sow chaos throughout your world, and I would be a fool to deny such strong connections between us. You are the only one present who has met the Asian in question, so I would ask you directly, are he and I one and the same? Is my fate to work in the shadows and bring about untold destruction? Do we get a choice? Oh, fuck! Here's the thing. Like, here's what I personally think. I think they are the same. For sure. But I also think that this is a different La Hebrea. Like, they are the same. Like, this person is La Hebrea. Even though La Hebrea is, like, the name of a seat. Like, Emmett Selk is the name of the seat and he is Hades. Or is Hades the name of the seat and Emmett Selk... Whatever. I think this is the same one. But I feel like it's a different timeline one. I'm talking to the screen over here, but you guys are over here, so I'm sorry. I feel like it's a different timeline one. I'm gonna tell him he is. I see. If you say it is so, then there is no reason to disbelieve it. These Ascians, or Paragons I'm told, were ruthless in their schemes to rejoin the Sundered Worlds. I've heard but a small number of their deeds, and still I find it difficult to comprehend the depths to which they were willing to sink. To choose a path of evil, all for the sake of the star. I admit, it is a decision I would make under the right circumstances. Although the ages may take their toll, my devotion to my duty will never waver. Paying no heed to what might be lost, I will treat the heart of a Sabik as a mere tool for my own ends. Never caring to look beyond the surface, I will unleash forces that I fail to truly comprehend, and remain blissfully ignorant of my hypocrisy the whole time. It appears Claudian has awakened. Herolith, I have some faint memories of what transpired. You stood against Athena and won. And you were there too. La Hebrea. Erechthonios memories of you dwell within me still. Through unyielding discipline, you hoped to forge a son equal to yourself, but the crucible you placed him in left scars which were loath to heal. Yet, you were never motivated by selfishness. All you did was in the service of your duty. At the least, I will hear no more. Though you may possess Erechthonios memories, you are not him. In rebirth, you have become someone else entirely, and you belong to this age. As such, I am your enemy, and an enemy does not deserve sympathy. Of course, I would never condone the actions of the Ascian, but you are not him. You are La Hebrea of the Convocation. You spared no effort in saving us from Athena's machinations. For that you deserve the utmost praise and my personal thanks. If you insist on deceiving yourself, then so be it. My stance remains unchanged. The most difficult of your trials is behind you, but you may find that Pandaemonium has yet to relinquish the last of its secrets. Among them is the identity of Hephaestus' liberator, who set the very first wheels in motion. There is but one place to find these answers: the past. However, I must insist that you keep silent about Athena's fate. While I doubt it would change the decisions I make, you should not tender us information we could not uncover ourselves. Now that I have said my piece, I shall follow in my son's footsteps. Damn. Damn. These odious memories will fade to nothing, as was always their fate. Farewell. My time too draws near, but I believe I can stay long enough to see this matter through. You shall journey to the past to seek out the truth of La Habrea's woods, yes? While Themis himself may have been there to see this encounter, I have the unique opportunity to hear your perspective on the matter. That is, of course, if you will share it with me. I look forward to it. I shall take in the ethereal sea one final time as I await your return. Now all that is left is to return to Pandaemonium and ask La Habrea to shed light upon its few remaining mysteries. I look forward to your return. I too shall stay here and await your return. I could use the rest. And there is a matter I would discuss with you and Themis before we say our farewells. I believe we've yet to see the full effect these events will have on the ethereal sea. Once Professor Claudian recovers, we must conduct a thorough investigation. Rhyssinide and I shall return to Aporia and make our report to Master Fortunato at once. Oh, where to begin? Let's teleport to Anagnorisis. There's a lot of people in here now. Do you have aught to report? We must free the rest of our colleagues. Ooh, Hegemon. Pandemonium's protective wards have been restored. Ah, you must be Aerolith. I'm Hegemon, keyword of Abyssos, but I suspect you may already know that. We did meet once before, after all, though I was not entirely myself at the time. Thanks to you, however, I can rightly say my faculties are mine once more. At present, I am taking stock of the damage done to the facility. There's La Habrea. Do you guys have anything to say, though? That Athena would build all this. This isn't all she's left behind. Thank you for checking up on us. Did you speak with Hegemon and the other warders on your way here? The work is long, but we have made great strides in undoing Athena's meddling. Herolith! I didn't expect to see you again so soon. But 'tis always a joy. You seem quite happy to be here. Truth be told, I thought you would have little reason to ever visit this place again. It seems I was wrong. I'm looking for answers. How neatly you obfuscate your motivations. Do as you will, then. She has gone through the trouble to visit us, so I hardly think curtness is in order. We braved Pandaemonium together. Why not at least share with her our progress? I have relinquished control of Pandaemonium to La Habrea. I was never meant to hold it for long, and now such authority resides in rightful hands. With La Habrea's help, we have poured through Athena's research into the Himethoi. Thus were we able to restore Hegemon's mind and body. Yet there is still much work to be done. Damage to repair, keywords to replace. The tasks are too many to count. But although the path may be long, our progress is steady. I believe we can safely say the Pandaemonium will soon function as it did before. Indeed. Before we reach that point, however, there are some matters which must be put to rest. One concerns Pandaemonium itself, and another is a personal matter. Until they are settled, I cannot move forward. It shall not take long. Lack of resolve caused me to delay. But I have chosen my course. These concerns must be weighty indeed. Do you intend to share your burdens with us? If you would bear witness, then come. Your arrival at this very moment almost beggars belief, but I shall not ask you to leave. I simply ask that you do not interfere, no matter what may happen. You got it, bud. Stay here. This will be over soon. Why did you call me here, Master La Habrea? There is still much to be done if the warders are to be freed. You have served within a Pandaemonium since Athena's time, have you not? That makes you the most senior keyword now that Agdistis is gone. As such, you deserve to know a secret few others are privileged to hear. One concerning myself. Separating Hephaestus from myself required removing part of my soul. A necessary sacrifice, but one which came at no small cost to my natural talents. I am but a shadow of the man I was at the time of my appointment as La Habrea. I could never hope to wield the same magics that Hephaestus used to bind the warder's mind, let alone break their shackles. That tone of defeat does not befit your voice, Master La Habrea. Do not give in to despair. There is no despair, only truth. I do not confide in you to garner cheap sympathy. Hephaestus left behind fascinating research. His conclusion was that in order to transform a vessel into Himethos, absolute control over their mind was essential. As you well know, the magics used to achieve such dominion exploited strong emotions within their victims' hearts. In the case of Hesperos and Agdistis, their respect for me. Upon slipping his bonds, Hephaestus took steps to throw Pandaemonium into chaos. With their attention divided, keyword and warder alike were easy targets. But there was an act that came before. Regardless of Hephaestus' prowess, he could not have won freedom on his own. For long days and nights I pondered who might have released him. I could only conclude that Athena's plans were set in motion long, long ago, when she claimed the mind of one of her admirers. Hegemon, none would question your pride in your position, your devotion to Pandaemonium. But you do not believe I am the one fit to lead, do you? Your loyalty lies not with my vision for Pandaemonium, but Athena's. Master La Habrea, what has spurred this sudden accusation? I assure you there was a proper explanation. What are you doing, La Habrea? Do not approach! As I have already stated, even I should detect Athena's tinkering. I am currently powerless to dispel it. And so I have come to a decision, one which was made with the best interest of our star in mind. In order to build a better future, I require the strength I have lost. He's gonna set Hephaestus free and remold himself. I must embrace these odious memories. Mark well this sight, engraving it upon your very soul. You now bear witness to the true La Habrea. I cannot imagine this was an easy choice, but it is done. Is she alive? Yes, and she will remember this lesson well. Athena's puppet no longer, I see. She may yet harbor ill will toward me, but that is a risk I am willing to take. A star requires a steady hand to guide it, and now mine is equal to the task. I can no longer allow Pandaemonium to divert my focus. Hegemon, I would ask that you serve me anew. There is none other more suited to overseeing this prison, none other who will take such pride in their duty. My loyalty to Athena led me to betray you once before. Why would you allow me to keep the position of keyword? I require your talents, as I require Hephaestus's. The past is of no consequence. Very well. In honor of our fallen colleagues, I shall restore this institution to its former glory. La Habrea is himself once more. He wields his authority without hesitation, and thinks not twice once his judgment has sounded. Yet he is different from Athena. He thinks only of the betterment of the star. So long as his duty guides his actions, he shall not share her fate. And should his convictions ever waver, the emissary will set him back on the proper course. Good. If this is the path he chooses to walk, then I will walk with him. I will allow our bond to fray no further. As his son, I will support him in the days ahead. I would not ask you to say the same, Aerolith. You and I stand on peaks separated by vast chasms. Our perspectives shall never align. And never shall one give way to the other, for such is our nature. With that in mind, let us consider any debts between us to be void. Before you leave here, mark well these words. My resolve shall weather loss unfathomable, and yield before no obstacle. Walk your path with the same conviction. Alright, now we're going back to the ethereal lens. Wait. Fuck! I needed to talk to them all again. And then we will head back. You know, I kind of thought that we might do some Island Sanctuary stuff, kind of like it's just like a little chill hangout after all this. But no, I think we're probably just gonna end stream after we finish this quest. And now I'm just sitting here going, please tell me I didn't fuck it up. Okay, nope, they're all still there. Good. Master La Habrea saw through me long ago, but now my mind is unclouded by doubt, and I shall not fail him again. Hephaestus and La Habrea were one and the same when he was named as one of the convocation. This change poses no need for concern, for all is as it should be. From this day forward, I will do what I can to aid my father. In this way, I shall forge my own future. If not for you, my long slumbering demons may have gone unslain. I would have never been forced to reconsider my true nature. Yet, as I said, do not consider this an admission of debt. Now, I believe you have other places to be. Remain here any longer, and I may be inclined to place you in a cell next to one of our more recalcitrant subjects. Okay. To Apollo. Bum, bum, bum. Meow. I love the way they run. They like flap their little arms. Bum, 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 ba, da, da, da. There you are, Aerolith. While you were away, Themis brought me up to speed on all that happened while I was held prisoner. His story shone light upon any number of questions that were niggling at my conscience. I don't like that word. Namely, those concerning the ethereal signature emanating from Azus Law. Doubtless its source was Athena, reaching out as far as she could from her prison, ever grasping for someone to take Erechthonios' place, grasping for the body his soul resided in. I wanted to ask, when you first found the crystal, were you unable to hear the memories stored within? Indeed, it was only after our research was well underway that I could hearken to its whispers. Contact with the crystal should have awakened the memories, but the passage of time likely changed Erechthonios' soul in subtle ways. Perhaps ethereal resonance was a gradual process in this case. However, being attuned to Erechthonios exposed you to Athena's voice as well. Doubtless the choice to venture forth into Azus Law was not your own. It was Athena's influence working through you. I do recall being strangely fixated on acting alone. I never would have encouraged such recklessness usually. Although the choice was not entirely my own, I am still ashamed of my actions. Reflection is how we plant the seeds of growth, although we must not blame ourselves for events out of our control. That the voice in the crystal belonged to the person from which your soul originated, well, not even the most brilliant researcher could come to that conclusion. Your reassurance means more than you know. Thank you. Now, one final matter. It concerns the very crystal whose discovery set this adventure in motion. Perhaps sparked by recent events, a new light began to shine from within its depths. From my experience, this may indicate that a new memory has been floated to the surface, eager to be observed. For some time, the question of why La Hebrea and Erechthonios would leave such a crystal behind in the first place has lingered in the back of my mind. With Erechthonios' memories and such magical talents With Erechthonios' memories and such magical talents as are at my disposal, I believe I can make this final memory manifest for us all to behold. Shall we witness it together? Fuck yeah, let's do this. Whoops. I leave this memory for you, the future of our star. The final days have come, and the creation magics we have so relied upon now hasten our downfall. But despair has not yet won out. La Hebrea and the others of the Convocation are working to stem the chaos which threatens to engulf our star. Their plan requires great sacrifice. Elidibus, Themis, has already offered to give his life for our salvation. Yet there is another problem which must be dealt with. Pandaemonium, wherein are confined our most vicious creations. Even should we survive the final days, it will take time to restore order. If Pandaemonium's cells were breached and their prisoners set upon the star, our hard-won peace would be obliterated in an instant. Someone must stay behind to ensure that never happens. With Themis and La Hebrea otherwise indisposed, that responsibility falls to me. And that is why I must defy the directive of the Convocation. My soul will not be offered to manifest the will of the star, but instead consigned to eternal vigil. I know that in doing so, the final days may take me. I may not live to see my duty upheld. That's why I have resolved to set this crystal adrift in the tides of the underworld. It contains memories of Pandaemonium from both my father and I, and shall bear this warning to the future even if I cannot. I have imbued the crystal with magics that will attract it to my essence. Even should I journey through the underworld and be born anew, this message will reach me. Pandaemonium shall not be left unattended. If all else fails, then perhaps another woman like my dear friend will come along. One with an almost unnatural ability to pick up the scent of trouble. I wonder where she is now, how many souls she has saved, and how many beasts has she slain since last we met. Alongside my warning, this memory shall carry a wish. Erelith, may we meet again. Now listen well. If anyone receives this message, you must come to Pandaemonium. Please make haste. I repeat. That dispels the last of my doubts. Thank you for humoring me, and now we come to this. It survived. It's the fucking hardest to beat! "11 years later, we finally get answers. For some people. For me, it's been like 2.5. Yes. The heart of Sabik. The tie that bound Athena's memories to my body, no doubt. When I regained my senses, I found it on my person. Now it appears your efforts have left it bereft of memories. No trace remains of Athena. However, its power as of Orisight yet remains, and it may prove to be a valuable trove of knowledge in the hands of the right researcher. I feel that fate has left it with me for a reason. I shall take my leave, but on behalf of my colleagues, nay, the entire Star, I thank you both for putting an end to Athena's wickedness. I feel like there can only be like 2, maybe 3 more parts to this quest. I mean, there's at least 2. But it can't be more than 3.
I see. Then Hephaestus' story has been laid bare. As has the nature of our mysterious crystal. The questions which led us into Pandaemonium are answered. And soon order shall be restored. I too can fade away, unburdened by regret. I could not have reached this point without you, friend. So many revelations. But there are more, if you would dig a little deeper. Elidibus's soul was plucked from the ethereal sea, and from it I was wrought. Surely you have a passing interest in what I remember, in what I feel.
I kinda do, not gonna lie.
You deserve what answers I can provide. While my memories of Pandaemonium are clear, all else is hazy at best. Perhaps Athena made me this way. Or perhaps it is the result of who or what I was before. Still, I can recall vague figures. Scenes from my future and your past. At the Crystal Tower's peak, we clash. And later, from that self-same spire, I send you forth.
See, if this is the same Olympus, like, it has to be the same La Habrea.
Into our age, into Elpis. Why do I decide on such a course? Formless as these images are, I cannot say. However, I can hazard a guess. Somewhere within my fragmented memories, I catch a glimpse of our journey into Pandaemonium. A glimpse which shows not the path we took or the destination where it led us, yet by its very presence demands that you are required in Elpis. And even if that act is but one link in the chain of events which ends in Atheris' salvation, then this all has meaning. Our time together, every moment, is worthwhile, and I am unburdened by regret.
Well, that's good.
That said, it is possible my motivations become something else entirely. That you would cross this vast expanse in the hopes of being reunited with your allies. A devotion that once would have baffled me. But after having been to the depths of that twisted prison and back, I think I can understand. Now, I have pulled back the curtain as far as I dare. The people of your age call this the Ethereal Sea, a name I quite enjoy, for it teems with life, each star a soul on its journey. And among these uncountable stars, it was yours that crossed my path. For that, I shall be forever grateful. I wish you well on your journey. A journey as long as your star is bright. A journey not bound by the confines of this world or any other.
Oh, snap.
How fascinating. The truths that dwell at the edge of sleep. The course of history is set by its victors. It is immutable, and yet should this star continue upon its path, look, the light.
back, Aerolith. I hope you said farewell to Themis for me. Recent events have given me not only a new focus over my research, but also insights into my own origins. Truly, 'tis a great gift I could never hope to repay. As La Habrea said, I am not Ericthonios, yet I bear a part of him inside me, and I shall do what I can to follow the traces he has left behind in the present day. A spark has been struck in my mind. I am ready to pursue my research with a fervor the likes of which I have not had since my youth. Doubtless, I shall have need of you in the days and moons ahead. When that time comes, I only hope that you will once again lend me your sound counsel. Until then, may you fare well. Woo! Awesome jail, great job. With both the ethereal sea and the heart of Sabik to keep my mind occupied, I feel that I shall never lack for fascinating discoveries to motivate my work. Ooh. That topic has been keeping us quite busy as of late. Namgigi and Rusinod have been a great help in making sense of all these fabulous tales. I shall call them at once so we can share our findings thus far. Holy shit, it's a cutscene! Our research into the heart of Sabik has led us through many magnificent legends and tales from bygone civilizations, some of which mention, or at least hint at, the presences of Athena, Orosite, and the High Seraph Ultima. While we have formed an operating theory based on our findings, it is impossible for us to confirm its feasibility. Given your experience with the High Seraph, however, I can think of no one better with whom to discuss it. Although we know not the precise timing of the High Seraph's visit to this star, we do know that Athena somehow came into the possession of a mysterious crystal said to be the source of the destructive magic known as Ultima. According to La Habrea, it was Athena who gave this crystal the name of Orosite, and from her tireless research was born the Heart of Sabik. The Heart of Sabik contained not only Athena's memories, but a concentration of ether unlike anything we have observed. Even a small portion of it could level mountains. It did, in fact, level Castrum Meridianum not so long ago. Records of your previous encounter with La Habrea imply that the heart was for a time in the hands of the Allegan Empire. Doubtless it was the Asians himself who gifted it to him, thus sowing the seeds of calamity. The Allegans made little progress toward penetrating its mysteries, but some scholars attribute the fact that they were able to use it at all to theoretical encounters between Allag's researchers and the High Seraph. Regardless of its journey, however, we do know that the Heart of Sabik returned to La Habrea's clutches soon after the fourth umbral calamity. The rest hardly bears going over again. Tracing the legends of Orosite back to their source suggests that the High Seraph may be the cause of countless tragedies, including our most recent one. Regardless of the Orosite source, however, it was Athena's bottomless ambition that set the wheels of tragedy in motion. I found one of La Habrea's remarks most odd. While we were discussing Athena, he said that he was a fool to think she could be confined. He didn't elaborate on the statement, but I think there's a possibility that Pandaemonium was built not as a prison for failed creations, but to contain his very own wife. We already know he was well aware of the influence Orosite had on Athena. 'Tis not beyond the realm of possibility that Pandaemonium's true purpose was to keep her isolated from other ancients. Even so, she had freedom enough to continue her research outside of La Habrea's purview. Perhaps it was his love for her that kept him from tightening his grip on her activities. Cool. How goes your research? Fortunately for my assistants and I, my ordeal has left me none the worse for wear. I am back at work with characteristic aplomb. Well, as much aplomb as can be mustered when reviewing the many records which have piled up in my absence. Of course, I have made the proper shows of gratitude to Scholark, Montashane, and Master Fortunal for their efforts to search for me. Master Fortunate was stone-faced, claiming that he had only done his duty. The Scholark, on the other hand, seemed most eager to learn every detail. It takes all sorts, I suppose. Hell yeah. Well, small talk with Rusinard. Well, I'm back to my days of fetching documents and assisting with various other errands. Well, I'm glad that Professor Claudian is back safe and sound. A short vacation would have been much appreciated. You've come at a most opportune time, Aerith. Nemgigi has allowed me to use her old triple triad cards, and I mean to put them to the test. I don't suppose you'd care to be my opponent. 3 open, sudden death, same indecision. Go, we got the win. And we got an achievement, which I believe gives us a card. Vietra. Chocobo Shadow Bag. Okay. Well, let's teleport back to the estate and hop on over here. Thank you so much for hanging out, everyone. I had a really good time playing through the patch 6.4 raids, Anabaseios. Honestly, that was a freaking good story, and I'm super excited. And I thought, like, such a good story, such a good resolution to everything that happened. At least I feel. I was excited to see in something completely different that I'm gonna sneeze, hold on. No. The announcement for the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake, but yeah. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Don't forget you can follow me on Twitter, on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all of it's the same thing. At Caleb Games here, you know, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And we'll be back on Friday, probably with Atelier Ryza, part 4. Thank you all so much. Have a good day. Take care of yourselves. And I will see you on Friday. Bye.